Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a lawnmower. What's interesting about this lawnmower is I picked it up at a garage sale about 2 years ago. And this lawnmower started its life as a battery operated one. So this was working a lithium battery, which is rated at 24 volts. And then it was like in new condition. So basically why the person was selling it is because they lost the battery, and then after a few years they went to find the battery wasn't holding no more charge, and they threw the battery out, and they posted this lawnmower for sale. I seen some interest in it. The bottom part was very in good condition, so I purchased it. And I looked into the battery, and the battery cost a lot of money to buy, and it wasn't that rated in that much amps. So I knew I would have to buy at least 2-3 batteries to cut the yard I have. The yard I have is about 700 square meters. It's all down there, and it got some in the front. I was thinking to myself, well, okay, I have a petrol lawnmower, and this was 2 years ago already. The petrol prices are going crazy, and now the petrol prices are still crazy. But since then, I'm just cutting the grass with this. What I did was, I bought myself 2 sealed lead acid batteries. You can see, 14 amp hours. And this one, I think, was rated, battery from manufacturer, something like 6, 7, so half of that. So I doubled it. I know it's lead acid. That 14 amp hour will probably last you less. Equal to lithium, will probably just be like 12, something like that. But still, it's way cheaper, quarter of the price. And with my fast charger, I could charge this on the 24 volt setting within half an hour. That's from 80% dead. The wiring, the only thing that's different here, here's your motor. So that's a brushed DC motor. And this, what I did was, it will only work with the brushed DC motor. Why is that? Because it had a controller, but I took out that controller. Because that controller was to control the power and the plus and minus. There's a certain voltage that needed to be regulated for lithium battery to don't go over or don't go under. So now I knew I'm getting my robust sealed lead acid batteries. I didn't need that. So I stripped out the controller. I just hooked it up directly. Everything's wired in directly. That's my charge port. And here is the controller. And the controller is basically just a switch. That's all it is. It's just like a push button switch. The way to kill it, you release the handle, same way like any lawnmower, and it will kill. Don't have auto brake. That controller I took out would have stopped it, would have put a little bit of reverse into it to stop it instantly. That this doesn't have. Safety issues, yeah. If a grown-up is doing it, especially somebody who built it themselves, will know where it's at. And you know, don't put your foot there, or don't try to grab the blade. When the blade stops spinning, that's when you're going to use it. And since the lead acid batteries don't like to go under voltage as well, I put here a little reminder of to charge at 23 volts. That means when this shows 23 volts, I have a little display here brought from China. When that shows 23 volts, I stop using it. I put it to charger, I charge it, gets to full, charger will stop, then I cut the grass again. For this 720 square meters plus outside, so let's say good 800 square meters, I have to charge this twice. Well, like one I have a full charge, and then a second and third. So basically three times topped up. And now I'll just show you what I mean about the display. I'll put the power on. You can't see the number, without showing 24.5 volts. That's at full. Because when batteries charge, they always get extra volt. And these batteries are actually 1-year-old batteries, because I had smaller batteries in here and I had to charge 4 times to get the same job done. With this, I just have to charge 3 times. I'm very happy about these batteries. The only issue was that I had to custom manufacture a cover for this to protect it from the dust. I put that heat sink on there I had laying around. I don't know what that's from, to tell you the truth. I just attached that with transparent high heat glue, and this was original. You can see I had to cut out here this section, and I had to lift it out like that. I put some fiber on it, but you can use fiberglass. I didn't have fiberglass laying around, so I just used cotton. I think there's a word for that. You mix cotton with just spreading it down, but you get your glue, your PVA glue, which is like school glue, or carpenter's glue. Carpenter's glue is even better because it's more water resistant, so you get a better grade one. You dilute it with water and then you start brushing it, but just a little bit, maybe 5%. You brush it on the plastic, and then you get a cloth, 100% cotton, and you pile it up until you make something like a fiberglass reinforcement, and then just paint it all black to seal it, like at least good 3 times. And this emblem here I just had lying around. I just put that there for a joke, like it's Nissan. I branded a lawnmower that basically didn't have a brand name. So anyways, and I put that there, extra plastic, to strengthen that corner, because I was getting jammed when I was bumping into like objects, you know, under chairs or whatever. So yeah, so that's my lawnmower. It's not that wide actually. I'll show you here how wide it is. It looks pretty small size lawnmower, I tell you the truth. Altogether with the cutting blade, yeah, it's like 30 centimeters. I remember, yeah, it's like 30 centimeters. I had to get a new blade for it, but didn't have. So, because they don't produce this lawnmower no more. So I took the old blade. I went to the shop. You could do online. I went to the shop and compared the hole to be the correct size. That all fitted. So then the only problem was it was longer. So I made sure I cut the same amount off each sides, so the balance will stay balanced. And one side by mistake was like, I don't know, maybe 1/10 of a mil longer. I had to grind it down more to that. Believe it or not, that was enough to shake the blade. The whole lawnmower was shaking because of that bit being longer. And I cut it back, chiseled it, did remeasuring, spins up. It's good. Yeah, it's a good lawnmower. You know, you keep it clean, you keep the blade sharpened. This one will do sharpening. Yeah, that's it basically. Secure your batteries, make sure they don't fall out, they don't get loose. Plug in your charger here. I made a different charge port for it. That's it. And that's the way to cheaply have an electric lawnmower where the batteries will fail. Let's say after 5 years, you could, for a quarter of the price, buy new ones. And like I said, half an hour charge time, 3 times charging for this mount, 800 square meters, and you got yourself a cut lawn. And you could adjust this too. So if you see, but this will only work for battery operated one. And this one, since I took the controller out, it's only for brushed motor. So if you want to do the same, it has to be brushed motor. You take out the controller, you hook it in direct. The battery's in series to get your 24 volts. You custom manufacture a cover for it. Make sure you get a cover for it. It's not of safety concerns. So you don't want to wreck, and you don't want the dust going onto the motor. It's more to protect the electricals, the wiring from getting damaged, and the grass, from putting moisture into parts, and it won't cause no short or whatever. So yeah, so that's basically what you do, and that's it. So if you have anything like lying around, you maybe think to throw away, give it a shot. The petrol prices these days, and this spins up to 3,000 RPMs. It does a great job. And all I could say, if you have something like that, you have some hand skills, some DIYing. This is another project you could add to your DIY list, and you will probably come out good. So if you have anything like that, you've been doing projects, send links, in the comments, or just comment about it. Let us know. Thank you for watching. Until next time.